What's up, guys? Mr. Freecoiner coming back to you again today. Hope you guys are doing well and you've been taking care of yourselves. With so much going on, I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and make another video. There's a lot of things that are possibly going to happen here. So I just wanted to, get in here and tell you guys to just hang on. I think we're about to see something really interesting. So as we can see here, let's just take a look at the market. Everything is in red. Everything is in red. But what I found is that when we see a market like this right before the weekend, it's very likely we're going to start seeing things turn around probably tomorrow. And there's something very interesting about some things that are happening, right? I know you guys have probably heard about it, but it's very likely the case, or rather the SEC's appeal against, in the case against Ripple or XRP or whatever the case is going to go away. It's very likely, right? So also there's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it's really funny how things happen. One thing I've always heard, like, if you don't jump on an opportunity or an idea, somebody else is going to do it. So going to bring something, a second thing to you. And also I just wanted to say, look, we all know that crypto is not going anywhere. I know a lot of you who are old heads, your OGs, you know this. We've been through it. We've been through the ups and downs. We go through all the FUD and the bear markets and just all the fear that comes up. So I'm not really talking to the OGs. I'm talking to all of you who might be listening, who are new to crypto, right? Look, crypto has a more solid footing now than it ever has. Yeah, the current administration, who's soon to be out, they were not friendly to crypto, but the incoming administration is. So we are about to see some times, for crypto especially, that are going to be beyond measure, that are going to be beyond anything you can imagine, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, this bull run may be kind of the catalyst for some other things. I have the feeling that we're about to really get going again, probably before the new year, the end of the year rather. I think, and look, I could be wrong, but hey, I'm just going to put my opinion out there, whether anybody likes it or not. We all have our opinions, we have our thoughts. I just have to tell you what I think, and I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing, where when we get to the inauguration, because there's been so much hype built around Trump being, this administration being crypto friendly, I think we're headed into that buy the rumor, sell the news. So by the time we hit January 20th, we could see a crash. Now, that does not mean we're going into a bear market. What I think is possible to happen is we could get to the new all-time highs for a lot of the tokens that are currently in existence. So maybe not everything, but a lot of the old tokens, some of the new stuff, but I think it's very possible. And I'm just going to lay out what I think is, possible to happen. We could see after January 20th, or when we get to January 20th, we could see everything just kind of fall over. Reason being is that this current administration has done everything it can to sabotage the incoming one, right? So they have, I mean, they just, and I was correct yesterday. They did, we the people helped kill the bill that was going to give away almost another $100 billion to to I mean several different countries. So kudos to everybody. So yeah, what we're coming into is it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be tough for at least a few months. We're going to see foreclosures. We're going to see a lot of, you know, a lot of, unhandled debt. A lot of folks are in debt right now, and we're expecting. A lot of people are expecting, I think, for things to just all of a sudden get better, and that's not how it's going to work. It's going to get worse after Trump gets in. It's going to. He can't do anything right now, and they are literally doing everything they can to destroy as much as they can. The current administration, that is, before they get out of there. Who knows what they're doing in the kind of underhanded and in the dark. We don't know, but I can tell you, be ready for anything. We do not know what's going on. Like, for example, with these drones, they haven't told us anything. Now, I just watched a video. I was going to put that up, but decided not to. Just tell you what I heard. This guy, this military member, soldier, basically, was saying that many of the drones that are out right now, that are being seen in New Jersey, and he even mentioned Texas and a few other places. He said a lot of those are actually our military. But he also said the orbs that are shooting or bringing their drones down, they have nothing to do with those. And he was like, yeah, now this is what the soldier is saying. He's saying aliens are real. He said they're above us and below us. Now, this is what he's saying, right? This is a young guy. He had his, BDUs on, all of that. So is he telling the truth? I don't know. I can just tell you, I've done a lot of following this type of information on this type of thing. I've heard, too much. Not to mention, when I was in the military, I had a friend who actually worked at Nellis Air Force Base, and he was in the military. He was in Air Force, and he told me a little bit about when he actually had to go to another base. He didn't mention the name of it, and actually it's so crazy. Back then, I knew nothing. I knew nothing about Area 51. Absolutely nothing. This is back in the 90s, early 90s. I knew nothing about Area 51, and that just, every time I think about that, it just, I just want to kick myself, because I would have stayed in, to be honest with you. If I'd known about that, I would have done everything I could to get to some, one of those secret bases, but didn't know. But this guy was telling us some of the things that he was having to do. He was having to go to this other base, he called it, and he said that whenever they went, it was just like, it's like almost like they had to leave in the middle of the night, kind of covertly. And he's like, I can't tell you what we did there. I can't tell you exactly where it was. He's like, but I can tell you that you don't know half of what's really going on. And I just didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it. I was young, stupid, whatever. But anyway, getting off of that. Now, here we are on the precipice of some very great things, some of the things that we've been waiting on. We could see some huge things happen very soon. Now, let me go ahead and get into this right here. So this article here, XRP News Today, Ripple versus SEC case nears critical point. Of course, BTC revisit 95K. We've had quite a sell-off in these last couple of days, and it's been pretty significant, several $1 billion. But this is the thing I found interesting here. Now, it says potential SEC scrutiny of digital asset cases amid the Ripple appeal. Go ahead and go into this section here. On Thursday, November. On Thursday, December 19th, Fox Business Journal Eleanor Terrett shared the details of a meeting between staffers for SEC Commissioners Hester Pierce and Mark Yeda and the Digital Chamber. The Digital Chamber reportedly set priorities for the SEC division by considering the incoming administration's pro-crypto agenda. Key proposals include formally stating that the Hinman speech is not SEC guidance and is not to be relied on. Initiate an immediate review of all existing digital asset related investigations, Wells notices, and in process litigation cases. Seek stays for cases that do not include fraud, investor loss, or risk of imminent harm. These priorities could impact the Ripple case with the SEC's appeal-related opening brief due by January 15, 2025. In August 2024, Judge Annalisa Torres ordered Ripple to pay $125 million penalty for violating U.S. securities laws. The penalty amount fell well short of the SEC's demand for a punitive $2 billion penalty. The report noted that investors did not suffer pecuniary harm because of the violations, nor did Ripple commit fraud. A stay on the Ripple case may prompt the SEC to withdraw its appeal, setting the programmatic sales of XRP ruling as a crucial legal precedent for the U.S. digital asset market. An end to the Ripple case would be a boon for XRP, plagued with uncertainty about the SEC's appeal plans. So, yeah, if this happens, we're looking at some very interesting times for XRP. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to equate to a boom. However, with all of this stuff behind, there's, everything is cleared off the board for Ripple XRP. Yeah, there's a lot that could happen. Now, these institutions out there, they already know what's about to happen. They know the SEC does not have a leg to stand on. We all know that this is going to end. I mean, especially since Trump is coming into office. So it's just a matter of when. Will it be sooner or later? And like I said, if it happens sooner, I personally believe we're going to see. Now, look, don't get upset with me. I'm just telling you what I think. This is my opinion. I believe we could see that $10 mark before Trump's inauguration. I mean, does that mean I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that we could possibly see that. And then after we have a significant crash, after we have this pullback, once he's inaugurated, I think we're going to see something that happen similar, or we'll see something that will happen that's similar to what happened in 2021. Two very high tops. I mean, honestly, who knows? Who knows? We have no idea how this is going to turn out. I mean, I'm just telling you my opinion, but I mean, honestly, who knows? Because we've never been in a situation where we have Doge as an office or department in our government, right? And a completely pro crypto administration, not to mention the same administration talking about eliminating taxes, capital gains taxes on our crypto. As long as we're purchasing it from, or rather purchasing cryptos, and I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but just the fact that they're talking about eliminating capital gains taxes, even eliminating the IRS, that's in the conversation. That's been part of several conversations that I've seen. Guys, it's hard to say what's going to happen. It's very exciting. I'll say that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on. I mean, we all know what the Hinman speech was. I mean, reading all this takes way too much time. So I'm just going to move on to something else that I found very interesting. Now, I do have a Coinbase account, and the other day I got a notification saying that if I go through this little quiz, I would get a Leo, right? Now, I didn't know what Leo or whatever. I didn't know what it was. So once I looked into it, I was like, oh, wow. So the reason I was thinking that, right, was because just 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago, or maybe longer, I was talking about creating a project where you didn't have to share your information with a company. Like, how you go on, you want to set up an account or a bank account or whatever it might be. You have to give your information to to the institution for them to one day get hacked and then have your information all over the place. I've already gone through that with several. I mean, most of us have gone through that with Ledger, AT&T, several other companies out there. I mean, several. And then on top of that, we don't even know how many more have been compromised and don't know it. One of the companies that I was working for within the last 3 years, they had been compromised for months and they didn't even know it. As I was leaving the company, they had just found out that, they had been hacked. This is a very prominent, very large worldwide company. They were hacked and they didn't even know it. And it was like, it went from 0 to 1,000 once they realized that something was wrong. So, they have a very substantial technology department. I was a security engineer. They had no clue. So, how many other companies? How many other companies are in the same situation? We don't know. So, I'm saying all that to say, if you didn't have to if you didn't have to allow that company to hold on to your information, if you only shared it for a specific amount of time for them to possibly verify your information, but then after that, the lease on the information, you can do it through smart contracts, whatever. That lease expires, so does your information. And then if you ever need to sell your information, or not sell, if you ever need to provide your information to another company, they, you basically send them your information, kind of like sending crypto, right? Send it to them, they receive it, they verify it, it expires, your information is safe, they're not housing your personal information. Well, look, this company here, or this coin right here, Zero Knowledge, it's 0K. Basically, this is more so where you choose, and you guys should check it out. It's about $1 and something, but you choose what information you would like to share, and then you can also hold your information offline. Right? It doesn't have to be connected to the network. That the wallet is, pretty cool. I like the way it's set up, but yeah, check it out, guys. I like I said, I liked it. I bought some of the token, and I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm not trying to speculate on it. I'm just holding on, and who knows where it might go. I mean, it could easily go, if it catches on, it could easily go from $1-2 to, I mean, who knows where. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know about it. Check it out if you can. Like I said, Coinbase is giving it away. What'll happen is if you go through the little quiz, you'll get, I think it's like $10 worth, and then Coinbase gives you another $12 worth of it. So might be good, something good to at least check out. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was edifying. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're new, and also the bell notification button so you know when I post it again. Until next time, this has been Mr. Freecoiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.